Bruce Hayes in the right lane, 65 Pontiac GTO 389.
1970 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. And for the Z28 this year, there were some notable changes not only in the style, but also in the performance. That previous high-revving 302, yeah, it's gone. Replaced with a 350 cubic inch V8, specifically the LT1. That means a Holley 780, an aluminum intake manifold, solid lifters, forged internals, 4-bolt mains, compression ratio 11:1. And this tiny terror was rated 360 horsepower and 380 pound-feet of torque. Just like any other previous Z28, of course you could get a 4-speed manual transmission, but for the first time ever with this package in 1970, you could get an automatic transmission. Specifically, it was a Turbo 400, and that just happens to be what this car features. 373 rear gears would have been standard, but there was an optional set, and this car just happens to be housing them. 410 gears. With the redesign for 1970, the Camaro really wasn't the lightest car. This one with driver is 3,716 pounds. The 1970 Camaro was wildly successful, selling over 112,000 units, but only 8,733 of those had the Z28 package. Car and Driver magazine tested a 1970 Z28 in May of 1970. It had the exact same configuration as our featured car, and it ran 0 to 60 in only 5.8 seconds, and the quarter mile in 14.2 seconds at 100 miles per hour. Let's check out its opponent. 1965 Pontiac GTO. If we take a look under the hood, you'll find a 389 cubic inch V8 with tri-power. The compression ratio is 11.23:1, and this monster was rated 360 horsepower and 424 pound-feet of torque. Inside, you'll find a 4-speed manual transmission, which would make daily driving this car a lot of fun, but it might make it a little bit of a handful off the line. Out back is a drag race-friendly set of 410 gears, and this car surprisingly is a little bit lighter than the Camaro. With driver, it's 3,708 pounds, and that gives this GTO an 8-pound advantage over its opponent. There were just over 75,000 GTOs produced in 1965, and quite a few actually came with tri-power, 20,547 in total. Car Life magazine tested a tri-power GTO with a 4-speed and 411 gears. With 2 staff members in the car, it ran 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds, in the quarter mile in 14.5 seconds at 100 miles per hour. Let's see what these cars will do today.
Alright, 70 Z28 350 out of Waterford, Michigan. Going up Camaro. Windows and GTO 1360.
In the first round, the Camaro had a slightly quicker ET of 13.59 seconds at 101.92 miles per hour, but the GTO had a better reaction time and was able to cross the finish line first, running 13.61 seconds at 103.03 miles per hour, and therefore they take home the win. Let's check out round 2.
99. In the left lane, Bruce Hayes on the train like this. The win will go to the Camaro 1358. Camaro will land out of water.
In the second round, it's the Camaro that takes home the win, running 13.58 seconds at 101.87 miles per hour. In the other lane, the GTO ran 13.80 seconds at 102.45 miles per hour. With this best of 3 tied 1-all, let's check out that final round.
1970 Camaro Z28 350 Turbo 400 left lane, Bruce Hayes in the right lane, 65 Pontiac GTO 389. The Camaro 1360 with an 8 to
In the final round, it's the Camaro that takes home the win and the best of 3 title, running 13.60 seconds at 102.01 miles per hour. In the other lane, the GTO ran 13.78 seconds at 102.63 miles per hour. A huge thanks to the owners for bringing out these cars. I'll catch you guys at the next one.